This is Entertainment with Kelly on WJZZ Cool TV. And I am your host, Kelly Kelly. Alrighty, everyone. So, what is today's date? It's Thursday, the 25th, I believe. Yes, Thursday, August 25th, 2022. Now you're looking at the hat. It's a sun hat. And yes, I am rocking it. I felt like goth elegance. Soon fall will be approaching. And I love this hat because it's hard to find hats that fit. So let me get into it. I just wanted to, let's see, of course, I got my choker. I got my, just t shirt and, just a cute skirt on. Let me, there. And I didn't want to do like, anything too much, you know? So, voila, there you have it. So, yeah, fall is approaching, and actually, I'm wearing a sun hat today, but it's actually cloudy. It's a nice cloudy day. Like, oh, fall is approaching. Fall is approaching. So, I have some good tea for you guys. Hollywood has been really dishing out the tea. I mean, awesome TMZ. Like, hello. Alrighty. Yes, so let me get into the station ID. You're watching Entertainment with Kelly live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. All right, let's get into it. We're watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. All right, let's. Alrighty. So, yeah. How is everyone? I hope everyone is well. Now let's get into it just a little bit. Mm. So, starting off, I don't know if you guys remember, and you should remember, like, so we have Chili from TLC, and that's like for a group from the 90s, right? We have Chili. And of course, Left Eye and the other member. So she looks great. It's like, what is she doing? What is Chili from TLC doing? What is Angelina Jolie doing? What is Cher doing? All of these people, like, she looks like she's 20 or something like that. And it's like, man, it's just like she looks amazing. But anyway, she has been spotted with Boy Meets World star Matthew Lawrence. And I mean, in Hawaii, and they both look good because Matthew Lawrence, if you look him up, he's a, famous actor. The show was out in the early 90s. Well, I think late 90s. And you can go probably binge watch it on Hulu or something like that. I don't know. But he looks good. She looks good. And I'm like, wow, has this romance been, dwindling? Like, since, because she was famous in the 90s. So it's like, has this romance been, going on since the 90s, maybe secretly? And now they're out with it in 2022? Like, I mean, I love it. I love it. It's amazing. And she looks great. I just so had to talk about that. And it's like, she's in her bikini. He looks great. His body, everything. I mean, they look good. And they look good together, you know? So, yeah, I just really wanted to touch base on that. So, yeah, now I'm going to go into something else. And I really like this because it's technology, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I think a message is being sent that you can be replaced, um, yes, I got the instrumentals going. It's a little too quiet in here. So we have Capitol Records, right? And Capitol Records, they just, released a virtual AI rapper, FN Mecca. And as soon as he was released, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And he's virtual. I automatically, I think people got it mixed up, like he was thinking maybe he was a physical robot. And it's like, no, 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 no. He's not a physical, like, actual robot or whatever. But yeah, he got dropped. And if you look him up on TMZ or a Double XL magazine, you know, Capitol Records dropped him like with in less than 2 weeks. As soon as they premiered him, and he appears to be light skinned with green braids to the side, head shaved on the other side, and he looked pretty cool, pretty dope. And it's like, man, you know, um, I thought it was pretty cool, but he got dropped for saying the N word. Now, when you look at the AI, the virtual reality rapper Mecca, Capitol Records put him out as if he was a real person. And, you know, then they dropped him like he was a real person. That's what's funny. And they dropped him for saying the N word, for saying, I'm going to say it, nigga. How most rap, artists, most artists, rap music, you're going to hear the N word a lot, nigga. So, yeah. And when you look, they revealed the man behind the voice of the AI virtual rapper, signed by Capitol Records. He's a black man. He's a black man that actually resembles the AI rapper. So it's just like I don't quite get it, but okay, it happened, And Mecca had a rap career that lasted like less than 2 weeks, you know. But the voice behind AI Mecca, who was signed by Capitol Records, he's like, I haven't seen a dime of any of the prophets. He hasn't gotten his loot yet, his money. But I overall, I just thought it was pretty cool. You all can go check it out. It was cool. It was cool. Now we're going into good old Nick Cannon, right? So we have Nick Cannon, and Nick Cannon, they've made several jokes about him and his procreation. I'll put it that way. Him procreating. But Nick Cannon just announced, they just announced on TMZ not too long ago. Well, I believe it was yesterday. Uh, Nick Cannon is on baby number 10. So congratulations, claps for Nick Cannon. Baby number 10. And it's like, okay, okay. We get that. He's doing his thing. I try not to judge people. I try not to judge people. Oh my goodness. So let me hop right into financial business. Then we're going to go on into, um, other, topics. Well, before that, I'm going to stop and talk to you guys for a moment because I don't know, I'm just really super happy. And I usually am. And when I'm a little agitated, I don't mind showing it. I don't mind talking about it because it's like, hey, we all get a little agitated. We all get a little frustrated. Why not? Why not talk to my awesome viewers about it? And it's like, I mean, I don't care. Why not? But I'm extremely happy. Usually I'm happy and joyful, and I mean, I try to keep it that way. So here we have it. I'm going to go into good old Warren Buffett. Now, I love strategy. I love smart business strategy. So we have Warren Buffett, right? And it's like, man, I remember when Elon Musk, he's always moving, real strategic. Hello, Spectacular Luigi, you're the best. Hello. Hello, yeah. The virtual reality rapper said the N word. But but it was another black person, and the virtual reality rapper Mecca was black as well. But going back to Warren Buffett, uh, so Warren Buffett doubles down. He doubled down on Brazilian fintech Nubank. with a $1 billion stake. Now, let's go into Nubank. I don't know if you all can hear this man, but Warren Buffett, he put a $1 billion stake down on Nubank in Brazil. Nubank holds um, everything, almost everything crypto, Bitcoin, all of that stuff, you name it, without holding one coin. So Warren Buffett is like, oh, let me use this cash. He put 1 billion down, and once all of these, methods of payment are really mass adopted, mass, like everyone is like going hardcore, like, okay, let me pay with this or whatever, it will make, they're predicting Warren Buffett will be a trillionaire. That's right, with a T, because he has made this, move of purchasing, putting 1 billion down with Nubank, Brazil. And this bank, I encourage you all to look these things up. Uh, you know, is the carrier and have a lot of stock and all of this stuff. I mean, it's just hardcore, like playing chess with business, you know? Um, yeah. And Warren Buffett is predicted to be a trillionaire. And that when I heard that, I was just like, wow. It's like I love, watching the businessmen do their thing. I don't care if it's like Jay-Z, Kanye, of course, I mention him all the time. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, all of them. Of course, Jeff Bezos. Um, it's amazing. It blew me away. Warren Buffett was like, oh, I'm going to use this cash without purchasing any of the coins, but somehow become over all of them, all of the coins. Amazing. I love it. I love it. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about that stuff. That's my job. That's what I do. But let's get into it. Did you guys say your affirmations? There's a rumor going around. Now, of course, I heard this on TikTok, right? I was at work. I was like, okay, on break. And I was just like, let me check out TikTok. And don't you know, there is rumor for the past few days, and today being one of them, there's like some type of cool solar storm or something like that going on. And I'm like, what? I don't know. I guess something's going on with the storm, the sun. I don't know. But I was like, it's pretty cool, but I don't know. I don't think it's true. I think it's kind of like maybe I don't know, a good old TikTok rumor or something like that. And then we have, what else? Another rumor. Gladys Knight. There was like news speculating around that she had passed away. And then it's like, no, she's alive. She's alive and well. So it's like, what is going on? Like with this, with this news. But yeah, that that's that's just what's going on. Did we say our affirmations? Excuse me. I'm a little exhausted, but at the same time, a little. I don't know. I have energy. All of that stuff. I'm sober, which isn't anything new. I don't drink all of the time, but yeah. Did we say our affirmations? Things to better ourselves. Did we do something extra productive today besides maybe going to your job? I'm talking about as far as you. All of that cool stuff. Self love. That's what I like. Tory Lanez, like many artists, like many, you know, people is supposed to be showing up in Michigan. Let me pull up this other story. There was one more juicy story I wanted to talk to you all about. Mm. Oh, this lady looks like a goddess. I'm sorry, I'm on IG, guys. Well, I'm not sorry. I'm on IG. Ooh. So we have another Nickelodeon star. And I don't know if you guys remember the show iCarly, and you had the star, one of the co-stars, Sam, and then she went on and had her other show, Sam and Cat, and that of course was featuring Cat was played by Ariana Grande and things like that. So what was her name? Something McCarthy. But I'm a super fan of hers, and right now I can't remember her name because it's just like that sometimes. She mentioned, things about her life that she wasn't happy about. And it's like when you look at her, she still looks great. And it's like, man, claps for her. But going into Ariana Grande came out, famous superstar, went on into music and things like that. Let me cut this fan off. It's starting to, today is a cool day. It's fucking, it's actually kind of chilly in here. Alrighty. So, yeah. So now we go into Zoe 101 star Alexa Nicholas, and she protests unsafe work environments at Nickelodeon. And it's like, you guys go look up this story because it's Nickelodeon, you know? Um, and it's like, man, I hope everything, she looks well, you know? It looks like everything is, fine, but I can imagine she's talking about like maybe I don't know. I don't know with celebrities. I'm waiting for my phone to load. Good old reception. But yeah, she's like Nickelodeon, and it's not cool. And it's like, man, it's Nickelodeon. It's the slime and goo place. But she seems to be really adamant about whatever it is she is talking about or whatever, you know. I'm not talking about that one. Okay, I'll talk about this one. I like this man. I like good old ex-boxer George Foreman. And literally, we all know him from the George Foreman grill. Now, this man is how old? But he's being sued. Good old George Foreman, the man with the grill. Like, I mean, that grill is freaking awesome. All of the George Foreman grills are awesome. I mean, you just get whatever it is you're cooking, you throw it on there, close it, and all of the grease and fat is just pouring out. And but at the same time, your meal is still juicy. But yeah, he's being sued for sexual abuse to two minors in his 20s. Now, did we? Did I look up and see, the age of the minors? No, but I guess under 18 is under 18. You know, and it's like, man, but what caught my eye about the story is, okay, I haven't heard from George Foreman in a minute. I like his grill. And, of course, then I went into the rest of the title, like, oh man, what's going on? But, when you look at it, it's like, how old is he? And why didn't the victims come, make a complaint or try to sue him, like, way prior, like, way before now? You know? How old is George Foreman? Like, can somebody look him up? Can someone, just go, okay, how old is this dude? Is he 70? Is he 80? And charges, and that shows that, no one really gets away with anything, is coming, like, out of nowhere. All the way back from when he was, like, in his 20s. And it's like, man, 20s, you know? So it's just, man, I guess, he's got to cough up that bread and, he don't have to do any jail time, just go ahead, cash out, and go on about your way. And allegedly he assaulted, I gotta say allegedly, um, someone way back in his 20s, two minors, and that sucks. But, it is what it is, you know? But when I hear things like that, it's like, okay, um, why, yeah, as victims being assaulted and things like that, you know, don't be afraid, just go ahead and make the move and try to, be brave and things like that, like a tad bit sooner, because automatically you're going to have people like, is the story true? Are they just after this guy for his money? Did they make this up? The two victims who were assaulted or whatever. And, stuff like that. But I guess, it's never too late. It's never too late to, if you're just now getting the courage to step forward, that's good. Good for you. Um, but yeah, allegedly George Foreman did those things to sexually assaulted two minors, and you all can look into the details of seeing like, okay, was it like an R. Kelly thing, like super young, or I don't know, but either way, minors, when you're under 18, you're under 18. So, yeah. So, this is funny. And of course, I'm scrolling on SM social media, and we have random creators making jokes about the whole Brittany Griner. Some people say Griner, I say Grainer case, and that is the WNBA star, um, the woman basketball player who's in Russia, going under trial. And, it's like, they're trying to, I believe Biden, stepped into it, and they're trying to trade her off. And then you have creators saying, no, we're not trading you off, I believe, for, there is I guess we have a Russian here, but he's free. He's in America, I guess, free, and he's a Russian arms dealer. So you have people, creators, and it's not funny. I think it's kind of funny. Like, no, we're not trading off the guy that hooks us up with the Russian arms, the Russian artillery, the Russian weapons, the Russian guns, because I guess he's an arms dealer, a Russian arms dealer. So someone had mentioned like trade him off and bring her back here, and maybe she can do her time here in America. But yeah, that's such a case, because it's like, okay, she shouldn't have done that. She allegedly, was beating her wife, and that is something, I do not condone at all. Like, And especially like, another woman, it's like, come on, I don't care how tall you are, how muscular, it's like, as another woman, you shouldn't want to, you know, put the hammer down on another woman you're in a, relationship with, someone you love and care for, someone you care for so much to say, hey, I'm buying you a ring, you're my wife. And then there was the whole thing with the marijuana vapes, the marijuana cartridges or whatever. So with that, the cartridges and all of that stuff or whatever, she's like posted up in Russia. But we have Dennis Rodman, and in case you don't know who he is, he's a famous like ex basketball player. He was a part of the awesome trio because you had on the Chicago Bulls, and it was Michael Jordan, it was Scottie Pippen, and it was Dennis Rodman, And of course, now it reminds me of, but this is a duo, LeBron James, who the Lakers signed on for, they extended his contract, and Anthony Davis, who I have a super crush on. So it's like, it's like that. So yeah, he was a Chicago Bulls player, and he's still known for being like outgoing, with his fashion and things like that. And I believe before, Young Thug and others, he like rocked the dress and didn't care, but he had a ton of women, a ton of girlfriends and things like that. He even used to date the beautiful Madonna. So it's like, yeah, Dennis Rodman, and of course he's been into philanthropy and philanthropy, excuse me, and things like that, and helping people out, and he's got like all of the. He said, I'm gonna help her, and he's like, I'm gonna use my powers for good, darn it. And and the thing is, a lot of people don't know Dennis Rodman. They love him, not just here in the United States, but in other countries, Russia, Germany, everywhere. They look at him like, I mean, and when I say they, I'm talking about the presidents, the governments. They go, oh man, Dennis Rodman, he's the cool guy, and it's like, man, I can't wait to get to that status. Like the president of another country is like, oh man, Kelly's here, she's arriving, you know, let's take her out to dinner and all of that cool stuff, or lunch. But Dennis Rodman said, you know what, I'm going to help her. I'm going to help Brittany Griner or whatever, because I'm guessing, if she's not familiar with the, whole language thing, a language barrier in another country, she probably learned a little if she's not fluent in Russian. She probably learned a little, like, okay, I'm just going to be here a week, maybe two, and I'm going to go back home, I'm going to play, and I'm going to go back home. And, I can imagine she's over there, and I'm pretty sure, the people over her, the guards and things like that, and officers, are probably for sure um, bilingual. They know English and things like that, but I imagine she would feel more comfortable when back home on U.S. soil. I'll put it that way. But Dennis Rodman said, "Yep, I'm going to help. I'm going to help her." And when I heard that, I was just like, oh, "You are the best, for real." So I have to go into it. Our favorite family to talk about mine anyway. Um, Kim Kardashian. Um, First, I'm going to talk about something serious with her. Then I'm going to go into like fashion and beauty with her. So we have Kim Kardashian, right? And the whole thing with her being robbed in Paris, and they broke into her hotel room and all of that stuff, and it was a real serious thing. And thank goodness she's alive and well today. So we have Kim Kardashian. She's going after the thieves who that did that. Like, I'm not sure what year it happened, but at the same time, it wasn't that long ago. You know, it's like it just happened yesterday. I can imagine. But the uh the thief, he shows no remorse. He's just like, yeah, I did it. I was trying to rob you, Kim. He's not like apologetic or anything. He's just like, it is what it is. And it's like, man, are you serious? And wasn't like North or one of the kids in the room or something like that? He didn't want to say, well, I apologize, or at least something like, oh, I shouldn't have done that with, your family, being present or whatever. I should have just came, or I don't know, at a time when the kids wasn't there or something like that. I tell you, look at me. Here we go. All right. And it's like, okay, at the same time, it's like, what do you expect? He's like a jerk for trying to rob Kim Kardashian or anyone anyway. But at the same time, it's like, oh man, not just a tiny apology. It's something. It's like, but she's standing strong. She's standing tough. And Kim, I really like her. I admire her. Of course, people look at her like, oh, she's just some Barbie. She's just some beautiful woman, and she's doing this and that or whatever. Just some Hollywood girl, Calabasas. And Kim is like, no, I'm showing you all, like, it is what it is. You messed with the wrong one. I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'm happy. And she's being Kim, and she's going after him looking like, yeah, okay, have fun serving time, I guess, in prison or whatever. But yeah, now we go into something I really like to talk about. So Kim Kardashian is like blowing up. Like, how can she get any like bigger, any more famous? Just because she switched her hairstyle to a side part. And she's rocking the platinum blonde hair, and she has the side part, and it's like, man. And you know what? The tiniest things I notice, with doing hair and makeup and things like that on myself, or just going when I do go to the salon or whatever, it's like a little part can change things or whatever. But she looks super awesome, and Kim is known for rocking the middle part. But I mean, she looks great. She looks great, and it's crazy, just the little things. And of course, we all know this news has been out for like 3 weeks. She partnered with Beats, And Beats is Dr. Dre, and the company that purchased Beats from him, like or a big portion of Beats, and made Dr. Dre someone who I never speak about. He's a billionaire. Of course, he's like pushing out beats and things with awesome Eminem, Detroit, and then Kendrick Lamar and everyone else. But they gave him so much money for beats like years ago. Anyways, so we have Kim Kardashian. She designed like the new colors and all of that stuff with the whole thing with the Beats earbuds. And it's like, man, it's so cool. And it's Kim. It's neutral colors. You got your tans, your browns, and things like that. Almost like a skins for music. But yeah. Kodak Black. I knew it was something. It was something I wanted to talk about with Kodak. First I want to talk about, well, I'll talk about this. He donates 50K worth of $50,000 worth of water to Haitian victims of gang violence. And I like that Kodak Black. I tell you, Kodak Black, that is my guy. And of course, here I am. I gotta bring it back to TikTok. Kodak Black is looking good, and he has a dance, and he always been like the guy to dance. I remember in the Bruno Mars and Gucci Man video with the and it was Kodak Black, his song. I stay fly, um, super fly, and I mean that's my song. That is my song. So yeah, we have Kodak Black. What the hell? Doing his dance. And I mean, look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Kodak Black and the DJ is, of course, like DJs do, hyping them up, like, do it, Kodak, do it. And I love that video. I watch it like 1,000 times. And I think I've done the dance at least once before in my room. Like, go Kodak. And he gets down, he wipe his shoes off, and he do a spin, and he throw his leg out a little. But yeah, I mean, Kodak Black, he is just that guy. I mean, what can you say? It's Kodak Black. It's Kodak Black. I have to. Let's see. I want to play the song, but we have to stay YouTube friendly. Wake up in the sky. But yeah, so I just had to talk about that. So literally, oh my goodness, we're at the end of the show. Are these the instrumentals? But yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about with Gucci Man and Bruno Mars. Is this the instrumental? But yeah, we're at the end of the show. So I'm Kelly Briar Rose on IG. And I don't know. I can't believe the time flew by like that. But it did. It did. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. So yeah, everyone. Have a great night. Stay safe.